Michigan Broncos and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Wolverines kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Broncos offense will go to work first. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Boy, coaches watch tape all week and they get so excited. The first play, let's make a statement. This offense tries to come out and throw it under the lights, all the excitement, and what do? They forget to protect their quarterback, and they give up a sack on the first play.
And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Wants to throw. It's Lowry. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot. So Michigan's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes Andrew Marsh. He's a good route runner, good solid hand.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break, sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. On the run, it's Marshall. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he was hard to bring down.
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly,
might have a chance. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Play fake, Underwood. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense
offensive line has got to do a better job communicating, and they got to do a better job pre-snap seeing where this pressure is coming from. That DB was essentially telegraphing his blitz, and nobody picked him up.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was second and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got third and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in third and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but man, does he have a good feel, and he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the first down.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Gets it into the end zone. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be
Heading up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Buckley. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go right back to it. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looks as if he's going to run it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Third and 3. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Dropping back, it's Loud. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Broncos will punt this one away. That first punt was a beauty. Did take another one just like it. And that one will touch back. So here comes the Michigan offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got him right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marshall. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
I I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's Underwood to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. On the delay, it's Marshall. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Play action with Underwood. Quarterback extends the play. Caught. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be beat.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. To the air, it's Lowry. Quickly complete. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Finding some room. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's going to run it. Remember, down where you start the slide, he'll be short of the line to gain. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some space. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they used a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Bust a pass. Pocket breaking down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. play action. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole play's going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. He'll be stopped short of the lead. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Throwing, Underwood. Oh, they're after him. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Marshall. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Going over the top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Boise State in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Broncos with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Let's now take a look at top 25 action. Now over to your game inside the big house. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Broncos will kick it off to start the second half. No reason to risk. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Rides to the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Underwood. Snagged out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
He's got the back in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. To throw, it's Underwood. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. So now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Could be an alley. Got enough for the first. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The option, the keeper. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job of executing that time by the offense on the option play. Really nice blocking up front. And the quarterback there really had a two-way go. He could have pitched that. The pitch guy was wide open. But the QB decided to keep it himself down here in the miss and take it in for the score.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Western Michigan ready to get things going right now on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Safe completion on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Using his legs, it's Buckley. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Punt is in the air. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little. Put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the offense back onto the field. The run inside. It's Buchanan. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's Underwood to throw. Gets it out quickly. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Running inside. It's Marshall. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage.
Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Here comes the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Pulls it again on the option. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Marshall. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Dropping back, it's Lowry. It's complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Buckley. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Broncos are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to power their way ahead. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Makes a catch and knocked down. 2nd down coming up. Looking for room, it's Buckley. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. And the Broncos want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. There he goes. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. Great place to start for this offense. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And they're able to get him on the ground. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll give it on the counter. There's a crease. He just broke the century mark, 100 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this 1st game. They'll run the option. The pitch. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Knocked down for the tackle. 3rd and 6 yards to go. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season.